for land in some places, maybe large expanse of land, but as much as that, without employing a lawyer. So all of these things happen. So there are different. I have seen a case where a family had sold land, and they said at a point one of their sons wanted to come back home and build. And so they took a half of a plot that's already been sold to a gentleman. That's one of the cases we have successfully charged to court. We are in court prosecuting the individual that jumped on the land, and progress is being made in that. So
what about the person who sold him the land?
No, this wasn't sold. It was the members of the family that put him in possession. Yes, caught a half of the gentleman's land. Okay. So that is one aspect. There is another aspect of these Ajagungbales removing the bales of towns and villages.
What did you call it, please?
Ajagungbale. They are warriors of land grabbing.
Okay.
That is what they
land grabbers. They have warriors.
That's what they do, with guns, machetes. Yeah, they have. We have seen. I have received in my committee. I have received petitions from a whole village being sacked by these people. They will install a new ballet and then start selling land. It's gotten that bad.
Okay. Now, Ebuka, now it's said that there is no shortage of laws in Nigeria. Now, this particular law, from your experience, how do you see it playing out? Do you think it is doable?
Well, yes, to be honest, this said law is quite restrictive in the sense that it's focused on land grabbers only. And the enforceability is quite foreseeable as well, in terms of the fact that the Lagos State government has recently said they would compile a task force to see to this. And
they have done.
Yeah.
He's part of the task force.
Okay, which is good, because in the past it's been an issue of enforcement. The laws are many, they're replete, Like, for example, you have the criminal law of Lagos State in section 281, which says land is a thing capable of being stolen. That's the whole premise, of this whole issue. And then you have, like he said earlier on, section 52 and 53, which criminalizes, the issue of land grabbing. But, not so much penalty, just 2 years imprisonment. In this said law, you have, so much gravity towards the fines and the offenses and the imprisonment, So I think this is a laudable approach in the first instance. I might point out some few, 1-2 loopholes, but I think this is a commendable approach by the Lagos State government.
Okay, I will stay with you because, like me, you're not a Lagosian. So, do you see yourself or myself being able to do anything about Omonile tampering with our land?
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter...
They will tell you, we are the Omoiko. You are not, you're a foreigner in Lagos, and they're going to deal with you, or with me.
This issue of people being unaware of their rights has continued to be a bane in the Nigerian system, because I don't see how you're faced with such a situation and you feel like you're helpless and handicapped. When there's the police, there's so many laws enforced, and we have the courts of law, which is the last hope of man. And the situation is people just feel like once they say the term Umonile, then you can't do anything about it. We have situations in courts where, the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, have times without number, ruled in favor of the legitimate owners of the said property. So it's always been an issue of being aware of your rights and taking active steps to do something about it. So.
If I may come into that, the Lagos State government realizes that it is the comfort of everybody from everywhere being able to come to Lagos and say this is a home. That is what makes the wealth of Lagos. And we are determined to make sure that nobody is able to point at you. If you live in Lagos, you work in Lagos, you pay your taxes in Lagos, we are determined to make you comfortable in Lagos, such that anything that you buy, you can pound your chest and say that the Lagos State government has my back.
Yeah, but there's also a little suspicion that these Omoneles are as bold as they are because they have godfathers in high places, including in government, I might add.
Yes. To claim ignorance of such allegations and the truth of some of them will be to play the ostrich. The emboldening factor for the land grabbers, I believe, is what my colleague here has said, and that is the fact that people do not challenge sufficiently. True, these people have godfathers in places, but the godfather knows that their activity is illegal. He knows, those of them in government knows that the powers that be in the state government will never back you up when you are on the wrong side of the law.
Okay, Mr. Bakari, can you just hold your thoughts? We have a call. Hello? Hello, Guru. Can you turn down the volume of your television set, please?
Yeah.
We can't take that call unless you turn down the volume of your television set.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Can you know?
Your television set, I can still hear your TV set. Let's just move on, Mr. Bakari.
Yes. So what I was saying, the powers that be know that the moment that the government finds you complicit in illegal activities, then your days as a power that be
are numbered.
The Lagos State government has completely zero tolerance for the use of government power, government influence
to grab land.
To perpetuate.
Has anyone been prosecuted, or you're still investigating?
We are still investigating. Since we were inaugurated, we have received at least 500 petitions.
You would tell us more about the petitions and other activities when we come back. We'll take a very short break. We'll come back again just before that break. If you're making a phone call, please turn down the volume of your television set, or we will not take your call. We'll be back in a moment. Please don't go away.